Getting all the rules. Yeah. Yo, back with a vid. AI on GQ breaking down the fits. The iconic fits. AI definitely changed the game in the NBA when it comes to the fits, bro. He brought the tats, the jewelry, on and off the court. He brought the style, bro. Had everybody else five and so we about to get into it though.
When do you feel comfortable showing the world now that from day one? The easiest thing in the world is to be yourself. Everybody else taking up. Why not be you? Why not want to be the person that God created? That's a blessing. If I died and came back, I would want to be out and option all over again.
Take notes. Stop trying to be like other people and do what they doing, bro. Do what you do.
That was actually probably one of my best outfits at that time because being the circumstance of what you were back then, I had to come with my best outfit.
Look how the fits changed though. That shirt he got on right now fitted.
I got that herringbone. Some older dudes from my neighborhood, they told me that if I scored 40 against all rival teams, they would give me a herringbone. I remember during the game, I had like 14 or something like that going into a couple minutes left in the third. So I had a ways to go to get the 40. I looked over there, definitely had it in the box and lifted up and let me see it. And once I saw it was over, I just started going crazy. Ended up with like 40 something. I'm killed to have that, that chain right there. But as I got older and it didn't mean too much intimidating.
Yeah, look at the change you got now. That's why.
Chain right
look at the difference. Of course you ain't worried about I wouldn't be worried about that motherfucker.
But as I got older and it didn't mean too much intimidating. Now looking back on it, I would love to have something like that. Matter of fact, I might, get one done. Just cause show it off, act like that was the original one. If people don't see this, then I can get away with it.
Gotta talk about the Jordan 11.
For sure. That was like a dream come true for me, being that we were sponsored by Nike.
Cool. We was at Georgetown, yeah. Definitely sponsored by Jordan.
I knew we were wearing them. It was a wrap.
UNC and Georgetown, bro, gotta be the hardest colorways. Like NJ, UNC sixes, fours, threes, twos, ones, fives. That's about to drop. Georgetown sixties. The Georgetown questions was crazy when they came out. Y'all don't know about them. Y'all just getting on to the sneaker game.
Me, I feel like a superhero, and then me to get those, I used to always tell coach I ripped mine, or if they were wearing out on the bottom, whatever, to get new pair. As an athlete, I felt like, you play like you look. You look good, you play good. Growing up,
y'all see the green screen though, bro.
My kids.
So we getting there.
For sure. I mean, just like the commercial. Like I really actually felt like that. When the commercial came out, I was like,
Hooping in J's make you feel like you should.
Anything that I wanted.
If you're not snapping and you got on J's, you might as well just take them off.
See, what's gonna go on. We black Jesus on the court, and everybody gonna know what 23 is.
Okay.
I remember the shoe. My agent took me out, got me measured and everything. That was a great experience, something that I remember and cherish for the rest of my life. Just to have, my first tailor-made suit, I felt like I had arrived. Felt good.
Yeah, that was tailor-made?
Like go through so many trials and tribulations, so tailor-made suit. I felt like I had arrived. My first, I remember the suit.
I mean, it fit. It ain't Steve Harvey big. Like, you feel me? Them pants kind of welling though. He put a lot of starch in them janks. At least they ain't no super big. I mean, that's cool.
My agent took me out.
96 is cool.
Great experience, something that I remember and cherish for the rest of my life. Just to have, my first tailor-made suit, I felt like I had arrived. Felt good. I knew I was going to go number one. I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like when you go through so many trials
You
and
knew,
tribulations, so
bro.
many ups and downs in your life, that was one of those times where I was, it was a kind of a happy nervous. You know what I mean? Because I did feel like I
Hold
was
on,
going
y'all.
to
Let me
get
put it right
drafted,
now.
but I really wanted to be number one. Number one thing that I would never forget when it comes to my NBA career is that day being drafted. As a competitor, going up against the Iverson, what was that like? It was surreal, a moment that I never forget. Obviously being on the
Took
with
Jordan.
Idol,
That
like
one
that's
good
still my.
time.
Me and you talking about
I
it
am back.
earlier before we started. It's a great feeling. It's an honor to have guys that grow up and want to be like me. I know how they feel because I felt that way. Once the ball went up in the air, though, all of that
Yeah.
just go away.
Ain't no friends on the court.
Stop playing basketball. Start doing what you love. So when we talk about the crossover, that was just I was gonna try my most.
Ask anybody. Hold on, let me pause this. I hoop, bro. That's who I get my crossover. My crossover just like that.
Man, I told my friends
Just like that.
before the game and
Might be better.
up to the game that one day if I got the opportunity, I was gonna try it. What's the purpose of that? A big
There you go.
journey. It took a lot of hard work.
They crazy.
One day have your own segment.
Y'all ain't knowing about them.
My dream, Mike, everything that he accomplished, him having his own signature shoe. I remember them, and it didn't take much. Like I don't think I changed much because when somebody hands you a shoe and say this is your shoe, probably could have handed me a Timberland and I would play it in that. It just was icing on the cake that they look good enough to whereas people still wear them 25 or more years later.
Yeah, and they still wearing them now.
Talk about the grades.
For sure.
How did you choose the style? If it was a big game, I might have the patience to sit there for an hour and some change.
I had braids too, though. Back in the day.
I didn't
Believe it or not, go on my Instagram. No, it ain't even on my
like
Instagram.
So real quick.
I had braids though.
Like that.
Dreads all
Real
that.
crazy. Started with the headband
I bet, yo.
after the 2001 season. After that point, I never took it off after I started wearing it. Like trip up by guys get mad during the game and they'll take their headband off and not wear it no more. Like the headband has something to do with it not playing well. Where did the style and the necessity merge? Mike, I always felt like he looked like a superhero out there. You know what I mean? And you look at him, look at highlights today. You look at him back then when he played, no one looked like obviously the greatest player, but he always looked the smoothest too. I used to love when he had the ball head with the goatee. Then he had the knee brace, but he wore it on his shoe.
Them
Wristband.
shoes right there. Classics.
And obviously I bit the wristband from him. I used to like to wear the black socks, Mike Tyson look. Then in the sleeve I got hurt. And then I actually like wearing it to hold the Versasac down because I had swelling in my elbow. When I got surgery, I used to wear it to, press the fluid down. And then when my arm healed, I was so used to wearing it. I was watching a video one time and he had a sleeve on in the video. And I was like, okay, now it's out of control. You know what I mean? Then I just started seeing everybody wear the sleeve. I just think it's dope, that I started. And people would actually call it the AI sleeve. Messed up. I'm not copyrighting it.
Nah, you definitely played. So you definitely should have copyrighted that because everybody definitely called it AI sleeve, no cap. Yeah, he could have got. Yeah, he played.
Just a big, like a real, real big fan. You know what I mean? And then,
Oh, there's no way. I can't even say that now because people starting to wear the big jeans and the big shirts in the back again. So, and the chain, so you can't even say that.
We looking up.
Jadakiss is down bad.
Parties and clubs, stuff like that. And you grow a relationship with those guys. And you end up, just being around them. You like their swag, they like yours. Do you remember the relationship with Jadakiss and the B-Side? Hell yeah. That's my man. That's my dog. I mean, because that's my man. and I thought it was a cool idea. Why teach you write that thing? Yeah, I wrote it. Jay didn't say yeah, I wrote it. And then and I'm telling you, like I'm not saying it like bragging like I was a great rapper because I was terrible. You know, I wanted to do it because my homeboys wanted me to do it to try to, make a better way for them. It was a bad idea. You know, I'm so embarrassed for doing that now, looking back on it and then listening to it. Oh my God, it's torture. Get into the tattoo. But I was
Yes,
really
sir.
addicted to them. I had one when I got
What they say? Money bags. Hold my own. This right here is definitely a hood Virginia tattoo. No cap.
to leave. I just couldn't afford them. You know, I would have been got a bunch of them. But once I
Understand.
got to the league, I just went crazy because I was able to do it. You know, and all my tattoos mean something. You know, I couldn't believe that I got that many. I can't stand needles anyway. It's
No cap.
crazy.
Once you get one tattoo, you addicted. 'Cause I don't like needles either, but look, bro, once you get one, that's it. You gonna want them everywhere.
My mom was real
I
big on
gotta get some
like
more, honest.
5, 6, 7 years old. I was infatuated with just jewelry. Period. I was just a big fan of it. It always stuck with me. And it was just always a dream of mine to one day be able to get the jewelry that I actually wanted. I can imagine myself if God blessed me to be 90 some 100 years old, I still had jewelry on because I love it. It's just a part of who I am. I just feel like the way I put it together is, the fly's way, who influenced me a lot was probably played in the
Yeah.
rucker with him, like right when I got into the league, and I got a chance to hang out with him and go to, with him to his jeweler and stuff like that. I was like, yo, this dude know where it's at. Even making him, that was like part of the clothes. Yeah, I mean, and that's crazy because I used to wear them like every day. The Timbs were just,
Bro, that
I love.
sweatsuit is crazy. Look at the time, like hands behind the time.
Them, and I did the photo shoot today.
Tim
And it
is
was
two
the first
hundred
time I
dollars
had on
now, bro.
Tim
That's
in
wild.
maybe 20 or more years. And that was actually my favorite thing to wear besides sneakers. That picture right there was so real, even with those size 4X sweats.
No
Look crazy.
cap.
That's
Look,
crazy. Look at
that's
them. I mean,
crazy.
those straight hammer pants. I don't think that's
Them
you wear it
fucking
now.
crazy.
It's like you have no choice but to wear it. Like that's all you own.
Yeah, I
We
nah, cause
I think
people
about
wearing
what,
pants
20
like that.
something actually
That
or
coke
whatever.
crazy.
Like All Star Weekend, like maybe 2 years. I was in my mom's crib. It was so big, man. Cut all up and made earmuffs for my daughters. That thing was so big, man. I'm talking about shacks. Clothes I wore was so big. Like I used to go to the big
Big
tail.
and
I would go in there and
big
play
and
like
tall
big
is
guys on the quad,
crazy.
big tail. Went in there and took everything out of there. You know what I'm saying? All the big t-shirts, all the big jeans, everything. And the crazy part about it is them big ass jeans and pants and sweats. The bottoms was always taped, so you were able to actually see your shoe. Yeah, that was an all white party in Atlantic City, 44 Club thing. I still don't do like
Bro,
real
that
tight,
fit
tight
big as
thing,
hell.
but you can see how much money I got in my pocket. My whole thing was, I am that. That's where I come from. This stuff that I wore, I would have, you know, been
We
wearing it
was wearing the
already.
big ass clothes.
Like I said, I couldn't afford it. Everybody talk about my dress code and how I dress. All I was doing is dressing like the guys that I grew up around. And I just put my own flavor with it. December '05, I wouldn't have wore that out nowhere. But the outfit,
Big ass jacket.
seven. The next one, I wore that out somewhere. When I was young, man, I never wore no suit or dressed up to go to the bar and play. I always thought that, wearing a suit and all that stuff was very, very uncomfortable. But it's way more professional.
Definitely
Being older
uncomfortable.
now, it even look better. Getting right is nice. What was that moment like? I was tripping to everybody that helped me get there. Can't accomplish something like that by
Mm.
yourself, man. You don't do that by yourself. I thank myself, you know what I mean, because I put in the work and I went out there, played every game like it was my last. Like we talked about in the beginning, I was just happy to be drafted, being from where I'm from. That was one of the,
Where you from?
some icing on the cake right there, be one of the best
Yeah.
in the league, in the world.
Alright, y'all. You coming back strong, man. I promise. Appreciate y'all, man.